Hi, my name is Ava and welcome to A Girl's Guide to Power Tools. Today we'll be talking about an angle grinder. But before handling any tools, let's put on our PPE or personal protective equipment. Okay, now before you start using the tool, you should always make sure that you have the right blade for the material you're cutting. An angle grinder can be used to cut concrete, metal, and tile. Do not use this for cutting wood. Today, I will be cutting metal, so my blade is a cut-off wheel meant to cut stainless steel or metal. Another thing you want to think about when looking at your blade is the size and RPM of it. You always want the RPM of your blade to be higher than the RPM of the angle grinder. For instance, the RPM of this blade here is 13,000, while the RPM of my angle grinder is 8,000. Now I will demonstrate how to put the blade in the angle grinder. First, untwist the flange from the top. Next, place the blade in. Place the flange back on top. Twist lightly. Next, to get it tight, you want to press this red button right here. This way you can find and lock it in place. Next, take your key, place it, remember righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. You always want to make sure to be pressing the red button when tightening it, because you see how this can spin like that? You don't want that when you're tightening the blade. You always should have it pressed so it can lock in place like that. Now, this is a two-handed tool. Since I'm a righty, I'm going to have my right hand on the trigger, left hand on the handle. Now, as you can see, if I use the tool right now, my fingers could be cut off and sparks would go flying into my hand. This is why always make sure you have the guard on the same side as your hand on the handle. Now, I'll put the battery in. See how fast that stopped? This is the rapid stop safety feature on the angle grinder. This is so that the blade stops before you put the tool back down. Now, I will demonstrate for you. Let's go over the list of PPE for this tool. You will need gloves, ear protection, eye protection, as well as a face shield. The face shield will protect you from sparks or if the blade explodes. When using this specific tool, it is advisable to take off the glove closest to the blade so it does not get snagged. Now I will demonstrate by cutting this piece of metal. First, make sure to have good footing. Then you want to start full speed and ease into the metal. And that's how you use an angle grinder.